Washington and the cherry tree. Has anybody here ever heard that story before? Okay, some of us have. Well, for those of us who have not, I guess it's a good thing that you're here today to listen to my book report. I'm just so excited to say my book report right now. Okay, but in order for me to properly tell any story, I'm going to need some actors. So, I need to cast the lead role of George Washington. Now, I'm looking for a strong, handsome young man who's very brave and courageous. And, are you pointing over here? Good idea. Step on up, sir. Give me a hand. Don't worry, mister. You're not going to be alone up here. Mister, you'll do great. You won't be alone up here, mister. You'll do just fine. Step on up. Give this guy a hand. Go ahead and stand right here. Good job. Now, like I said, George Washington was a strong, courageous young man, always running around the yard with his axe, which we need to get you something that looks like an axe. Does it work? George, this will be your axe, okay? Hey, yeah, it's kind of heavy, just so you know. Now, I need to cast the second role of our story, and that is of George Washington's father, Mr. Washington. Now, I'm looking for a tall, mature man who's very fatherly and caring.
Right there.
Are you pointing at him?
Yeah, this guy says he's good.
Listen to his dad. Step on! What? You talking about the outhouse? That hasn't been cleaned in like 3 years.
Hey, sir. Thank you.
Now, like I said, Mr. Washington was a tall, mature man. He had white hair and a big, white, bushy mustache, which is a really good mustache, but it's not white.
I can let him borrow mine.
What?
I'll let him borrow mine every day.
I'm just going to give you a white mustache. Is that okay? You actually can? Oh, yes, I can. Perfect. Good job, Mr. Washington. Now I need to cast the third and final role of our story, and that is of the cherry tree. Now, I'm looking for a plant. Oh, perfect, ma'am. Step on up. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Go ahead and step on over here. Now, the cherry tree, of course, had branches. Oh, that's good. I think I got some sticks in my pockets. You want to hold these too? Good job, good job. Oh, now keep in mind that you're a cherry tree, not a milk tree, so more like this. Good job, miss. Good job. Mr. Washington, would you mind stepping back behind the desk over here?
I agree to do that, sir.
Never mind, you're fine where you're at. So, we have our actors, but just as importantly, we have our audience. Now, the story of George Washington and the cherry tree. Here we are in 1720s Virginia. George Washington was running across his yard. Go ahead and run across the yard, George. When all of a sudden he came across the cherry tree. He saw that tree and he thought to himself, this is a good tree, a mighty tree, a fruit-bearing tree. Oh, can you show us good, mighty? Good job, good job. So, George, he wondered himself, I wondered what would happen if I were to cut this tree down. So, he took a big step back, and he raised that axe high behind his head. And all of a sudden his father noticed that and he walked out.
Behind you.
That's right, so his father saw that and walked out. Good job, Mr. Washington. He saw George raising that axe and said,
Sir, son.
good job. He said to George, say, George, you about to cut down that tree?
George, you cut down that tree, man.
And George said, oh no. Mr. Washington told him, George, do not cut down that tree.
Son, do not cut down that tree.
I'm not asking that much.
I'm not asking that much.
It should be really easy to not cut down a tree.
And it would be real easy to knock down that tree, but you leave it alone, please.
Close enough. Good job. So, George, he said that to his father. Okay. And he ran back inside his house. And Mr. Washington stepped back inside his house. Great job, Washington. You're doing well. Watch your step. Good job. You're doing wonderful. That school's crazy. What? Blame them, not me. It's your fault, right? Okay, she's nodding. It's her fault. Good job, man. Alright, so, like I said, a cherry tree, I like what you're going for here, but would you mind if I maybe ask these folks what could be going a little better? Is that okay?
Sure.
Thank you, cherry tree. Now, class, can everybody tell me about raising hands? What do trees do? Does anybody know what trees do?
Okay.
Oh, about raising hands, sir. I'm sorry about that. Oh, yes, sir, right here.
You grow stuff?
They grow stuff.
I grow ears.
Good job! Yay! Yeah, so in the meantime, however, George, he was sitting down inside his house over here, thinking to himself about what his father said. He figured, you know what? my father's right. This is a tall tree, a marvelous tree, a majestic tree. Oh, tall, marvelous. Good job, good job. So, George, he figured he would not cut down this tree. In fact, now that it was on his mind, he wanted to step back outside and admire that tree. So, that's what he did. He stepped back outside to admire the tree. And as he was looking at that tree, he said out loud to himself, say, I will not cut down this tree.
I will not cut down this tree.
Good job. And as I said that, he got so excited to himself about following the rules properly that he accidentally dropped his axe on the roots of the tree. And the tree fell down. Good acting. Now this one, George, he was in a huge panic. He just cut down the tree that he promised his father he would not cut down. So, not knowing what else to do, look, he picked up his axe and he ran back inside his house. Good job. Now, he was pacing back and forth in his room very nervously. Not sure what was going to happen next time. Oh, you can have a seat if you want. Sorry that your character died.
That's okay.
Good job. Give her a hand. Good job, miss. Like I said, George was pacing back and forth very nervously. Not sure what was going to happen next. When all of a sudden, his father stormed in. Good job. He saw George stand there with the axe and said to him, say, George, did you cut down that tree?
George, did you cut down that tree?
And George said, oh no. Mr. Washington told him, if you're honest, it will be okay.
If you're honest, son, it'll be okay.
If you lie, you'll get in a lot of trouble.
If you lie, then there's consequences that will be plenty.
Yeah, that's close enough. Good job. So, George, he thought to himself, you know what? I trust my father. He tells me it's okay when I tell the truth. Well, I believe him. So, he stood up to his father and said to him, say, Father, I cannot tell a lie.
Father, I cannot tell a lie.
I did cut down the tree. And while we're at it,
And while we're at it,
I also took $20 out of your wallet. Now, Mr. Washington, inside, he was honestly pretty angry. He loved this cherry tree a whole lot, but more importantly, he needed that $20 in his wallet because he couldn't afford to buy toilet paper for tomorrow. But he knew that George had been honest, so he said to him, say, George, you have been honest,
George, you have been honest,
and thus I forgive you.
and thus I forgive you.
Now go get some leaves,
Go get some leaves,
because I can't afford toilet paper right now.
because I can't afford toilet paper.
And that's the story of George Washington and the cherry tree. Give me a second. Good work, cherry tree. Good job, Mr. Now, class, as we're getting ready to finish up my book report, let's talk about the moral of the story, which we'll all say together. What we learned from the story was to always be honest. That's right. Give yourself a hand. Now, Miss, do I have permission to dismiss the class now?
Sure.
Okay, good. Class. Oh, actually, that's not me dismissing it.
Ring the bell, man.
Class dismissed.